Welcome back to Sideways Look, looking where others don't. I'm Dr. Paul. Every fall, as the leaves start to change and pumpkin spice take over the shelves, another season arrives in Washington. Government shutdown season. Once again, the deadline is here, and lawmakers are still at a stalemate. Why does this keep happening? Why does Congress treat brinkmanship like a sport? And most importantly, who really pays the price when the government grinds to a halt? That's what we're breaking down today. What exactly is a shutdown? A shutdown happens when Congress fails to do its most basic job, fund the government. Without spending bills, federal agencies lose their legal authority to operate. That means hundreds of thousands of workers are furloughed or forced to work without pay. National parks close. New passports stall. Loan approvals freeze and benefits get delayed. Essential services like the military, Social Security, air traffic control keep running, but under strain. In other words, shutdowns aren't natural disasters. They're man made crises triggered by political failure. Here are four reasons why this keep happening. It comes down to a cycle that's become Washington's bad habit. Number one, budget deadlock. Congress is supposed to pass 12 separate funding bills every year. Recently, it struggles to finish any one of them on time. Number two, partisan leverage. Threatening a shutdown becomes a bargaining chip, not to fix the budget itself, but to force policy wins on issues like immigration, healthcare, or spending cuts. Number three, short term fixes. Instead of solving the problem, lawmakers pass continuing resolutions that extend current funding. It just postpones the fight. Number four, theater. For some politicians, the fight itself is the point. You see, the drama plays well with their base. What used to be a rare breakdown is now a recurring political strategy. Where does it break down? The main choke point is the House of Representatives. With razor thin majorities, the Speaker often cannot even unite their own party. A small group of hardliners can hold the process hostage, refusing to compromise unless their demands are met. The Senate, meanwhile, needs 60 votes to move forward. That usually requires bipartisan support. But if the House refuses to act, the Senate is stuck as well. Here's what the current showdown looks like. Democrats are pushing to extend Affordable Care Act, subsidies, and reverse recent Medicaid cuts, arguing millions could lose coverage if those expire. Republicans want a short-term extension of the government funding with no policy add-ons. Just a clean bill. So the fight isn't really about numbers on a page. It's about who gets to set the terms. Who pays the price? The fallout spreads far beyond the walls of Congress. Federal workers, either furloughed or work without pay. Ordinary Americans, waiting on passports, business loans, or services that suddenly stall. Local communities like national parks and museums close. Drain tourism dollars from small towns. The economy. Shutdowns cost billions in lost productivity and contract delays. Politics. Voters end up blaming whichever party they believe caused the mess. Shutdowns might start as leverage, but they end up as punishment for the public. Why this isn't going anywhere? Shutdowns have become part of Washington's political toolkit. And here's why they're not disappearing anytime soon. Polarization makes compromise harder. Politicians earn more rewards for grandstanding than for governing. Congress hasn't met its own budget deadlines in decades. Until those incentives change, shutdown season will return again and again and again. Think of it like hurricane season, but this storm is entirely self-inflicted. In closing, so when you hear the headlines about the government being hours away from shutting down, remember this. It's not an accident. It's a choice. Congress isn't just wrangling over numbers. It's fighting for power, for policy, and the narrative. And while the standoff plays out as political theater, the real cost lands on you, the public, on everyday people, on us. This has been Sideways Look, looking where others don't. I'm Dr. Paul. Until next time, keep questioning what seems routine, because sometimes the normal crises are the ones we should worry about the most. Don't forget to share, subscribe, leave a comment. Until next time, see you on the next side.